Okay.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Living the dream.
Living the dream, my friend. Greetings from Toronto, representing your Canadian fans, my friend. We love you here.
Thank you.
We
Thanks.
are
And I love Canada. And I can't wait to get up there again as soon as this craziness stops. Never had a bad time in Toronto. Had a weird time, but never a bad one.
Oh, do I need to hear about this weird time, or is that for another time?
No.
Okay,
that's for another time, Bonnie.
I got it. We'll talk later when you listen. We got lots of dirty jobs here for you to come and explore, so we definitely want to hold you to that. But congratulations on bringing the show back, my friend. My God, what is it like to have gone back after all that time?
You know, it's kind of like, do you ever go back to high school, like 20 years later?
Yeah.
And everything, it's all familiar, but it's all different. It's like, I didn't quite remember it like that, but nevertheless, there it is. It's been great. It's been humbling, you know. The show hasn't changed, but I'm older than I've ever been. And and the country, you know, these United States we're having a very strange relationship with work right now.
Yes, sir.
And so it just felt like, you know, the headlines caught up to the show. And suddenly the definition of a good job, a dirty job, it's on everybody's mind. So, you know, how could I say no?
Yeah, 100%. And I wanted to ask you, over the 10 years, Mike, you know, how did you find yourself not physically changing, aging, all that, whatever, we all get old, I get it. But what did you learn about yourself over the 10 years that maybe you brought to this new reincarnation of the show?
Well, the big lesson, you know, happened at the very beginning of the show. You know, I had been working in entertainment for probably 15 years, freelanced for everybody, worked whenever I felt like it, had lots of time off. And I wasn't looking for a hit. I liked my life. I liked what I was doing. I didn't care about the work, but I had enough spare time to live a pretty balanced life. And that was great. And then my granddad turned 90, and he was sort of a hero to me. You know, he was a tradesman, could build a house without a blueprint. And I wanted to do something on TV that he would recognize as work, you know?
Yeah.
And so that's how Dirty Jobs started. And when it became the hit that it became, well, it changed the way I looked at my work, right? Because Dirty Jobs, I'm not really the host, even though it says so in the credits. I'm really a guest.
Yeah, I get it.
But once I realized that, that's when everything changed. I've never hosted another show since then. I've always been a guest. I've always been an avatar, and I've always tried to, you know, treat the people that I meet as the experts, because they are.
Absolutely.
That changed everything for me.
Yeah, and I love your take on that. Everybody is an essential worker to somebody. It doesn't matter what you do, what job you have. It's such a great outlook on life, because you're right. All these jobs that are out there, doesn't matter what it is essential to somebody.
That was the second great lesson. And that's probably what you were getting at. And, you know, it's funny because Dirty Jobs is the granddaddy of essential working shows. And in the first run, I would promote it through that lens. Right. If the job is out of sight and out of mind, it's a place where I probably want to go. But after a couple years of lockdowns, you know, and seeing what happens when you call 40 million people non-essential, that makes me think differently about the language. And so, look, I don't care if you're a cashier at Target or a doctor on the front line of this whole pandemic. All work is connected, and you can't elevate one job at the expense of another one and expect to still have a balanced workforce.
100%.
And that's been the real message of Dirty Jobs.
Yeah, no question about it. It really, and especially over the pandemic, it's really made me appreciate people more, for me going to my grocery store, the one person, the place I went to, or still go to, and that cashier who's there, it's amazing to me. And I do thank you for opening people's eyes to that. So what can our fans expect here for this season? There's we've seen the first episode. We've got I've seen the next couple. There's some really great stuff going on. And was there anything else that, that freaked you out this season that you were going to attempt?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's the usual hot mess of surprise and ambiguity. There's a jelly ball boat.
Yeah. Ooh.
Right. I mean, most people have no idea that there are billions of, they call them cannonball jellyfish. They're about the size of a cannonball.
Crazy.
And they scoop them up by the thousands, and you process them and you ship them off.
And you ate one.
Oh yeah, I know. You got to eat them. You got to eat everything. But the thing about the jellies is it doesn't taste like anything, but it will taste like whatever you mix it with.
Right, like tofu.
Food extender.
Yeah.
Kind of like it, except, you take a pound of jelly balls and mix them with a pound of hamburger, you get 2 pounds of hamburger. So
I see. Okay.
We may have solved world hunger in the course of this episode. I'm not sure. I'll let you know.
Okay.
But like, it's a bloodbath this year. We go on a giant iguana hunt in Florida because the iguanas down there are burrowing and roads are collapsing and apartment buildings are collapsing.
Crazy.
I work with combat medics on a new, it's called a cut suit. It's kind of like a fat suit filled with human organs and a blood supply that helps train medics on how to remove a spleen while people are shooting at you. It's crazy.
Amazing.
So it's a big, broad mix. It's bloody, it's gross, it's disgusting. Still feces from every species.
Well,
Misadventures in animal husbandry. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course. So are you going to continue on? We're going to see more after this, or are you just going to think about it for a bit?
Well, look, if the network's game, and I can fit it in, this foundation that I run today takes a lot of time, and there's some other shows that I work on. And I'm so lucky. I got a podcast, I got a book thing, I got a recording deal now. I had a song over Christmas that wound up going to number one. It's crazy. Yeah. So I mean, there's stuff to do, but the truth is, it all happened because of Dirty Jobs. Yeah. And if the country is still interested and people still want it, I figure as long as I'm upright, why not?
Keep them coming. Hey, we're the same age. We're going to be upright for a while. So there you go. Listen, Canada thanks you. I can tell you that from the bottom of my heart that you're back, Mike, and Discovery Plus. And thank you so much for your time. It's such a pleasure to talk to you today. And Happy New Year to you.
Oh, Canada, my home and native land.
See, I wore red for you today on purpose. So anyway, take care. Have a good one. And we'll see you soon.
You too.
Okay, bye, Mike. Bye-bye.